Welcome to another video. We're talking today about the State of Azeroth that occurred today at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific time. This was Blizzard's first of 4 of their state of play, pretty much. The different games have gotten their own dates. Today's was World of Warcraft, and there was a lot of things that were brought out and mentioned. As you can see by the roadmap here, I'm looking at everything in reverse here. But if you notice, the roadmap starts with the launch of Midnight, which is coming up on March the 2nd, the beginning of March. So we're going to be getting 4 new zones, the Midnight campaign, the new level cap of 90, the new allied race of the Haranir, the Prey system, which will allow single players to be able to get their gear to raid levels on their own without having to be in raids and do group content. 10 new delves, 8 new dungeons, 3 new raids. That's going to be at launch. Now the 3 new raids are going to, I believe, be spread out over the course of time. 1205 will be your void assaults and your prop hunt. Now the prop hunt is like it is in Gary's mod with the prop hunt. 2 teams of 5, 5 people are able to turn into props or decor, and they're able to hide around Silvermoon. An arena in Silvermoon is what it looked like. And then 5 people have to find them. And it's just kind of what they're describing as a way to take a break from the heaviness of the Midnight expansion, which I think will be pretty fun. There will be more story and quests coming out in 1207. With more void assaults being that they are escalating, another new raid, and then Turbulent Timeways will be brought back in 1207. Turbulent Timeways is where they are going to be doing pretty much a different callback to expansions every single week. And that'll run for a set period of time. 12.1, there will be a new zone introduced. New raid, new dungeon, new delves, new world bosses, and housing, social, and UI updates. We did get a massive UI update with the launch of the pre-patch with 12.0, and there are a lot of things that changed, and I think they're still working to improve some of that UI, but the current UI with the updates has been great. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Then on September 12th will be BlizzCon. They are set to talk about a lot of things, a lot of new updates rolling through, and new content, different things. Probably going to get the reveal for the Last Titan at that point, because if what Metzen said is true, then we are going to be seeing the last chapter of the World Soul Saga going into effect in 2027 if they stay on the 1 a year cycle. Then after that, you've got 12.1.5, which is the Labyrinth, a new raid, new content and systems. 12.1, holiday updates, new standalone modes, Turbulent Timeways again, and new story and quest line. I would say that's probably where you're going to start seeing the lead up to the Last Titan, which is the final expansion of the World Soul Saga. Then they said that moving on to some of the TBC Classic content, there is a Phase 1 launch coming out, level cap increase, Outlands accessible, new raids, Karazhan, Gruul's Lair, and Magtheridon, and then Arena Season 1, Phase 2 in the spring, bringing more raids and things like that. daily content, new profession recipes, Druid Swift Flight forms, Arena Season 2, Phase 3 in the summer, 3.5 in autumn, and then 4 in autumn as well. And then finally, the Mist of Pandaria update, classic update. There's going to be Phase 4 in the spring, which is the escalation, and then Phase 5, which would be the Siege of Orgrimmar. So they haven't announced another classic realm, but I would say they're with the anniversary of Wrath of the Lich King coming up, I would say that they're probably going to be moving Burning Crusades into Wrath of the Lich King Classic Anniversary Edition. So I look for them to move that way. So, moving on, the next thing that they brought up would be the World of Warcraft ambassadors. This is a new program that Blizzard is introducing where people in the community can help people in the community. It's not like LFG and LFR. It's more people helping people discover ways to make themselves better in the game. You know, and it looks like it's going to be a good system. We don't know a whole lot about it right now, but this was introduced today. And then finally, this is actually something that I'm looking forward to because I have absolutely loved player housing. I have to tell you, it's probably one of my favorite features that I've seen so far in the game. I've been wanting player housing for a long time, and we finally got it. I've had a lot of fun. I've spent a few hours doing it, not a whole lot, because I've been wanting to get all of my characters caught up because I'm an altaholic. Got one of each class minus rogue and priest are the only two that I do not have. And it's just because I don't like the gameplay of those two classes. Rogue is just too slow for me. The leveling experience is too slow, and I feel super squishy as a priest, so I just don't have either of those classes. But to that end, I have really enjoyed player housing. I'm looking forward to being able to go in and earn more decor from other things that I've missed in the past. There's a great add-on, I believe it's called Decor Vendor, that shows you where you can get all the different things within the the decor inventory. You can get all of the things. It's great. But moving on to that, speaking of that, there is a new competition. It's going to be called Azeroth Interiors. There has been a ton of people doing really wild things with their houses. I mean, absolutely crazy things. People building what look like giant constructs. People building, I think somebody built Howl's Moving Castle. People hiding rooms behind rooms, through phase shifting walls. It's so cool to see what people can do. I am not that creative. But seeing some of the creativity that the individuals and players have to make their home as interesting and as unique as possible is absolutely amazing. And, there's going to be a format. There'll be teams contest. You'll pair, will contain a homeowner and builder, who will work together to create, the dream interior, in Azeroth Phase 1. Each team will gather inspiration in a personal Pinterest board. So they're actually going to be using Pinterest. The building portion of the challenge begins to bring the ideas to life. And then Phase 3 will be a live stream where judges will walk through, and determine who is going to be the victor in this particular case. And again, it is so wild to see what some of these people do. You know, it's really, really cool. And in fact, I wish I would have brought up some pictures to show you, but unfortunately I did not. But it is just wild seeing some of the building creations that people have made. I look forward to being able to see that. But with all of that being said, what are your thoughts? Hit the comments down below. You can always, you know, I have a link for my link tree, which will send you to buy merchandise or even, you know, help support the channel in whatever way you can. Of course, your viewership is more than enough for me. I thank you for your time. Again, we look forward to seeing you out in the world of Azeroth, and let's push back the darkness.